Hello, everyone, and welcome to Harmonious Insights, a place where you can master your mind by nurturing your best self through psychological empowerment. Today's topic is about building healthy boundaries and how doing so can become a blueprint for fulfilling relationships and a meaningful life. In the intricate dance of human relationships, the concept of boundaries plays a pivotal role. Healthy boundaries are the invisible lines that define the limits of acceptable behavior in any relationship, be it with family, friends, colleagues, or romantic partners. Establishing and maintaining these boundaries is essential for fostering positive connections, self-respect, and personal growth. In this comprehensive discussion, we will explore types of boundaries, what healthy boundaries are, how to set and maintain them, recognize the signs of unhealthy boundaries, and understand their profound impact on our well-being. Healthy boundaries are the emotional, physical, and psychological limits that a person establishes to protect their well-being and define their individuality. Think of them as an imaginary fence that separates your personal space, thoughts, and emotions from others. Establishing healthy boundaries is not about building walls, but creating a framework that promotes mutual respect, communication, and understanding. Setting personal boundaries is an act of self-respect. It communicates to oneself and others that individual needs, preferences, and limits are valid and deserving of acknowledgement. This sense of empowerment contributes to a positive self-image and personal growth. Strong personal boundaries are the foundation of healthy relationships. Respecting each other's boundaries fosters mutual understanding, trust, and emotional well-being. It prevents conflicts arising from misunderstandings and promotes a supportive and respectful connection. Now, before we get into how to create a pathway for building healthy boundaries, let's first do a quick overview of 5 types of boundaries that come to mind, starting with physical boundaries. Physical boundaries involve the physical space we need to feel comfortable and secure. This can include personal space, touch preferences, and privacy. Examples of physical boundaries include not allowing others to invade your personal space without permission, or setting clear guidelines on physical contact. Next, there's emotional boundaries. Emotional boundaries pertain to the separation of one's emotions from others. This involves recognizing and respecting your feelings and understanding that you are not responsible for the emotions of others. For instance, expressing your feelings honestly without feeling guilty or responsible for someone else's reactions is a crucial aspect of emotional boundaries. This is followed by sexual boundaries. Sexual boundaries revolve around personal choices, consent, and comfort levels in intimate relationships. Each individual has unique preferences and limits when it comes to sexual activity. Communicating openly about desires, boundaries, and expectations is essential for maintaining a consensual and respectful intimate connection. Establishing and respecting sexual boundaries is a fundamental aspect of fostering a healthy and mutually satisfying romantic relationship. Boundaries for time are also important. Time boundaries revolve around managing and protecting your time effectively. This includes setting aside time for self-care, work, and relationships. Example of time boundaries may include setting limits on the time spent at work or establishing specific times for personal activities and socializing. Another type of boundary, and one that is often overlooked, is material and financial. Material or financial boundaries involve setting limits on the sharing of lending of possessions and money. This type of boundary is essential for maintaining financial independence and preventing resentment in relationships. Individuals establish material and financial boundaries to protect their assets, manage shared expenses, and maintain a sense of autonomy in their financial decisions. While these forms of personal boundaries may seem distinct, they are interconnected and often overlap in various life situations. For example, establishing strong emotional boundaries may contribute to a clearer understanding of one's time boundaries. Likewise, respecting physical boundaries may enhance the communication of sexual boundaries in intimate relationships. As we explore setting and maintaining healthy boundaries, keep in mind that this task does not come without its challenges. In fact, building healthy boundaries is a proactive process that involves self-reflection, communication, and consistency. Listen close as I share a step-by-step guide on how to set and maintain boundaries in various aspects of life. Let's begin with self-reflection, or simply identifying your needs and limits. To establish healthy boundaries, it's crucial to first identify your needs, values, and limits. Reflect on what makes you feel comfortable and what causes discomfort. Consider your emotional, physical, and time-related needs in different relationships. Also, evaluate past experiences. Reflect on past experiences where boundaries were violated or where you felt uncomfortable. Analyze what went wrong and how you can prevent similar situations in the future. Learning from past experiences is a key step in setting boundaries that align with your well-being. Next is communication. Remember to be clear and direct. Use assertive communication to express your needs without being aggressive or passive. Avoid vague statements and clearly articulate what behavior is acceptable and unacceptable. Encourage open communication by practicing active listening. This involves not only hearing the words spoken, but also understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. When others express their boundaries, respect their communication and be receptive to their needs. Now we'll move on to consistency. The first action here would be to set and reinforce limits. Consistency is vital in maintaining healthy boundaries. Once you set your boundaries, consistently enforce them. This may require saying no to requests that go against your limits or reiterating your boundaries when necessary. And the second action is to adjust boundaries as needed. Life is dynamic, and your boundaries may require adjustment based on changing circumstances or personal growth. Be open to reassessing your boundaries and making adjustments as needed. Flexibility is key to maintaining healthy relationships. Now let's discuss signs of unhealthy boundaries. Recognizing the signs of unhealthy boundaries is crucial for maintaining emotional and relational well being. There are three common manifestations of unhealthy boundaries in various relationships: enmeshment and codependency. There are two examples of this, the first of which is lack of autonomy. Unhealthy boundaries often lead to enmeshment, where individuals become overly involved in each other's lives, resulting in a loss of personal autonomy. Codependency may emerge, with individuals relying excessively on each other for emotional validation and support. And the second being difficulty saying no. People with weak boundaries often find it challenging to say no to others, even when it conflicts with their own needs and priorities. This can lead to feelings of resentment, burnout, and a sense of powerlessness. The next sign of an unhealthy boundary is undefined expectations. This too is broken into two categories. The first is assumption of understanding. Unhealthy boundaries may involve assuming that others should automatically understand and meet your needs without clear communication. This assumption often leads to disappointment and misunderstandings in relationships. And the second is inconsistent behavior. People with unhealthy boundaries may display inconsistent behavior, making it difficult for others to understand their expectations. This inconsistency can result in confusion and frustration within relationships. And the final sign of unhealthy boundaries is lack of empowerment and self-respect. Individuals with weak boundaries may seek external validation to feel worthy or accepted. This dependence on external approval can erode self-esteem and hinder personal growth. Likewise, a lack of boundaries is often associated with difficulty setting and achieving personal goals. Without a clear sense of self and priorities, individuals may struggle to pursue their aspirations. Now that we have identified some key aspects of unhealthy boundaries, let's probe into the importance of healthy boundaries. Building and maintaining healthy boundaries contribute to various aspects of personal and relational well-being. That said, let's delve into 6 specific ways in which establishing healthy boundaries creates a space for a fulfilling life. Number 1 is encouraging autonomy and reducing codependent habits. This can be done in a couple of ways. For example, one way would be by fostering independence. Healthy boundaries encourage individuals to maintain a sense of independence within relationships. This independence allows for personal growth, self-discovery, and the pursuit of individual goals. And another way is by breaking codependent patterns. Establishing boundaries is essential in breaking codependent patterns. By clearly defining personal space and emotional needs, individuals can reduce reliance on others for validation and support. Number 2, setting expectations when interacting with others. One way to accomplish this is by enhancing communication. Healthy boundaries facilitate clear and effective communication. When individuals express their needs and expectations, it creates a foundation for understanding and reduces the likelihood of misunderstandings. Building trust is another vital component. Establishing and respecting boundaries builds trust in relationships. When individuals consistently honor each other's limits, it creates a sense of security and predictability, hence fostering a trusting connection. Number 3, initiating a sense of empowerment and self-respect. This is especially important because it facilitates the empowering of personal choices. Healthy boundaries empower individuals to make choices aligned with their values and priorities. This sense of empowerment enhances decision-making and promotes a fulfilling life. Moreover, respecting and enforcing personal boundaries is an act of self-respect. It communicates to others and oneself that individual needs and well-being are a priority, thus fostering a positive self-image. Number 4, ensuring your physical and emotional comfort. Healthy emotional boundaries protect individuals from emotional harm. By clearly defining emotional limits, individuals can safeguard their mental and emotional well-being in relationships. Similarly, physical boundaries contribute to physical well-being by ensuring individuals have the personal space and privacy needed to rest, recharge, and engage in self-care activities. Number 5, clarifying individual responsibilities in a relationship. Defining roles is the first step here. Healthy boundaries clarify individual roles and responsibilities within a relationship. This clarity reduces conflict and fosters cooperation as each person understands their contribution to the partnership is followed by balancing reciprocity. It ensures that each person gives and receives in a way that feels fair and aligned with their preferences and needs. And number 6, separating your wants, needs, thoughts, and feelings from those of others. In other words, maintaining identity. Healthy boundaries preserve individual identity within relationships. By separating wants, needs, thoughts, and feelings, individuals can maintain a strong sense of self while engaging in meaningful connections. Equally significant is the avoidance of emotional fusion. Unhealthy boundaries often lead to emotional fusion, where individuals become entangled in each other's emotions. Healthy boundaries prevent this fusion, allowing individuals to support each other without losing their emotional independence. In the obscure tapestry of human connections, healthy boundaries act as the threads that weave together fulfilling relationships and meaningful life. By understanding, setting, and maintaining boundaries, individuals can cultivate autonomy, foster clear communication, embrace empowerment, ensure well-being, and navigate relationships with clarity and respect. In the journey towards a more fulfilling life, building healthy boundaries becomes a foundational step, creating a space for personal growth, connection, and lasting happiness. Please like and share if you enjoyed this video and found the information helpful. Also, for more videos like it, hit the subscribe button and remember to click the notification bell. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.